chapter 16. The importance of good communication. When talking about communication, what is communication itself? Communication means encoding and decoding of information. So that means an information is being passed across. So passing information to you, you understanding. If I'm passing information to you, that means I am encoding information. Then as soon as you understand, yes, I'm giving out information. Then as soon as the information is passed to you and you understood it, then you have decoded the information. So that's why we say communication is the encoding and decoding of information.
Encoding and decoding.
Decoding of information. I think it's clear. So let's go down and see what they have to say here. Are you there with me?
Yes.
Okay. So what is communication? Communication is about sending and receiving information. So it's still the same as encoding and decoding. Here they said sending and receiving. So we have the sender, we have the message, the receiver. Then these are the links of communication. So I'm sending a message to you. As I am teaching you right now, I'm passing information across to you. Then if you understand that information, the next thing you do is you receive, because you understood, you received it. Then you have to give a feedback. That makes some communication to be effective.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So we have the sender, the message that is being sent, the receiver, and the feedback. Any question about that?
No.
So how does communication take place? We go there. Inside the business, messages can be passed vertically, upwards and downwards, or downwards, and horizontally from side to side. These routes are called communication channels. So we start with downward communication. So for downward communication, it involves managers giving information or instruction to their subordinates.
What is
This is downward. People that you work with.
Oh.
So you are passing information downward now. So do you get downward communication here? You are passing information downward.
So I'm a manager.
You are giving information to your subordinates.
Subordinate.
You are passing information across to your subordinates. That is downward communication. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So then they said downward communication is important because one, subordinates look to their managers for leadership and guidance. Why is it important to use downward communication? As a manager, it is expected of you to be, to have expertise. It's expected of you to have full knowledge about the company, about the firm, about the business. So it means subordinates can look up to you. They can look up to you for guidance. Do you understand? So that's why it's important to have downward communication. So they are looking up to you. Then you should be able to pass down the information that they are looking up to. You get the first point there. Two, it allows decision made by management to be carried out by employees. Because it's downward communication, it is about the objective of the organization. So the managers are the ones that are in charge of day-to-day running of the business, right? Yeah. So if they are in charge of day-to-day running of the business, so whatever information they are passing down, it is expected of the employees to carry them out. So they won't be passing information that is not useful or important for the organization. So whatever information they are passing downward is important for the organization. Is it clear? The third one, it allows managers to command, control, and organize. Because it is downward communication, the managers are passing information down, right? So it means they can organize, they can control, they can coordinate, they can get feedback, they can understand what is expected, they will understand what should be done. So if you are not getting it done, they will know because they are the one passing information to you. So they are able to monitor the effectiveness of the information they've passed across.
So they know what they were doing.
So yes, they would know if you are doing the right thing or not.
So as
a subordinate or as an employee, yes. The manager has passed information down.
If I don't understand something, I have to tell the managers themselves.
Yes.
Who give
So what is expected? Yes. So what is expected of you should be done. So if you don't have any information, if you can't do it, that's why the first one says subordinates look up to the managers.
Yes.
So it is expected of the managers to be vast in whatever the operations of the organization is.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Clear.
So that is about vertical. Now we go to upward communication. For vertical we have downward and upward. I think that is clear. So for vertical, we have upward and downward. We just finished downward now. So we go to upward now. Are you with me?
Yes. So it's opposite of downward.
Yes, please. So upward means the information is passed from the subordinates across to the manager. So let's say it's more like you are giving feedback. You pass the information. The manager passes the information down, right? Now you receive the information.
Yeah.
You have to decode, then make it empirical, then you give a feedback. So feedback is an upward communication process. Clear? Is it clear, please?
Clear.
Good. So upward communication often involves workers giving feedback to managers, like I said. However, it might also involve requests by workers. They may need more resources. For example, upward communication is helpful because upward communication does not end with giving feedback. It can also be request. Like you just said the other time, you said maybe you don't understand some things.
Maybe the products are less as usual, or there's something wrong in the building or something.
Yeah, you make requests for your managers. Not only that, you could ask questions. You could seek or guidelines. Guidance. So you could seek guidance from your manager. That's still part of upward communication.
Yeah.
I think it's clear. So what are the importance of upward communication? Number one, it helps managers to understand the views and needs of subordinates. With upward communication, like, oh, you don't understand these operations, or you are lacking certain things. You can always you can look upward, you can communicate with your manager, right? So that means the managers will be able to receive this information and understand your needs, what your wants are, and they'll be able to act on it. Two, may make managers aware of problems. So we have our problems. Oh, shortage of this, shortage of that. You can, because there's upward communication, you can pass information across to your manager. The manager will know what the problem is. Clear.
And they will fix the problem.
Definitely. The third one, you are telling them because you are passing the information because it's a problem and you want it fixed.
Yes.
The third one, help staff to feel that they are valued. You know, when it means upward communication means the managers have listening ears. Do you understand? So employees will feel like they are valued, their voice are being heard.
Yeah.
Do you get us?
They felt
they feel important. They feel that the organization.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Importance.
Yes. So that motivates them also.
Yeah.
And the last one here, provide managers with information to help make decisions. So with upward communication, it also, managers will be able to gather information, yes or no? Or those informations could be useful whenever they need to make decisions. Yes. I think it's clear. So that's about vertical. For vertical, I told you we have downward from the manager to the subordinate and upward from the subordinate to the manager. I think that is clear. Then we have horizontal communication, which is side by side. So of course, when workers are on the same level in the organization, exchange information. Horizontal communication is common within the department. So for horizontal, it's side by side. So department A, department B, they are able to gather information. That is what horizontal is. Or we are in the same level and we are able to communicate with each other. That is horizontal. Do you get it or not?
So get information from the
horizontal. Like the production manager getting information from the human resources manager, and the human resources manager gets information from the logistic manager. They are all managers. They are in the same level, and they are passing information across. That is horizontal. Is it clear?
So what makes it useful compared to like vertical?
Yeah, the importance of horizontal communication is that it aligns, it brings managers, it brings subordinates or managers closer. Do you understand? So they can share ideas. Because there wouldn't be any superiority or inferiority complex between them.
Makes it more clear.
Clear, flexible, and things becomes easier.
Yeah, makes it so the managers know what they're doing.
They are on the same level.
Yeah.
So it means they will be able to. They are open to gathering information and sharing ideas with each other. Is it clear?
Clear.
So go down now. So that's about vertical and horizontal communication. Then we go to internal.